The Old
online
Republic.
public. Yeah,
Never played that, so you're gonna have to school me on that
it's
one.
it's a PC game,
Okay.
online PC game. So that's where my PC playing comes in. I never really got to playing, all the other games on the PC and everything like that, which I could have, but I just didn't want to. I was still, if it comes down to it, I'm still more of a console player than anything, but I will go play uh, Star Wars and things of that nature, you know. And but in the end result, when you really come down and ask me, what do I prefer? I prefer the consoles.
Well, I think that, and I think it might get a way that we grew up in our generation of that computers nowadays for not I don't, and I know people bag on millennials. I do all the time, even though I'm closely right there. We both are. We're right on the cusp of being.
Well,
What are we? 35. Whatever. I mean, we are born what, 84. I mean, I don't know what the
no,
cutoff for a millennial
mm-mm,
is.
mm-mm. I'm
You know.
Generation X.
Yeah. So I don't know what. Call me what you want. But anyways, the new age gamer now, I think that back in the day, consoles what we had to buy. We couldn't go out and buy computers like you can nowadays or build them from scratch. I mean, I
What
guess you could, but only the geeks of the geeks built the computers. Hence the Bill Gates of the world, the guys that started back then. People grew up on Ataris, and you got to buy a console and buy games for it, and that's how we grew up and played. And I think that it's just changed now where people can really you can build some badass fucking PCs now, and
we,
it's not too expensive.
we got a spot down here, and I don't know if you got that out there with y'all. We got a micro center. We
What
got micro center, and we got
is
fries.
that basically a gaming center, right? Where you can go and you can play
Well, no, no,
games.
no, no. It's more of a electronic center
Oh, we got plenty of
where you
those. Yeah,
can,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
where you can go buy your you can go in there and buy all the towers, everything
Right. Yeah.
that you're gonna need.
Uh huh.
And I've gone in there and I've seen that uh, people have spent upwards of over 5,000, and that's just lowballing it for the low end computers. Now,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying as far as the cats who game on the PC.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. You can. I
You
mean,
know,
I mean, the professional streamer nowadays usually has a close to $10,000 setup. It's just what
I
they're rolling with, and I just can't deal. I can't
I
do
can't
that.
I can't do
And
it.
the thing for
I
me
really
is
can't.
that I don't see the difference as far as I don't see the difference in graphics. For me, I can't see the difference. It's really hard for me. I know there probably is. I know PC probably because you can get a better graphics card is better graphics wise, and the frame rate's gonna be better. But it also depends on the TV you have.
Oh
I have
yeah,
a
oh
really
yeah.
great TV with a really
Okay,
good refresh rate.
yeah,
But the refresh rate on your TV matters in gaming.
but
That's really what it needs is a good refresh rate. But I mean, between the two of these, there's a huge war between the two. It goes on. People fight about it. Um, I, I feel that I don't know. I think there just needs to be more respect given to a console player that I don't think is given.
that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
Why is that?
And it's just because PC gonna always believe that they're better. That's that's just how it is. You as a PC, I wish we need to get a PC gamer to call in,
Yeah,
a
we do.
real hardcore.
Yeah,
Chappie, where you at, Chappie?
yeah, Chappie.
Chappie, where you at?
Yeah,
Where Chappie
because
at?
he's the one that just wrote
Yeah,
in.
he just wrote that in there. That
What
Chappie,
one
where you
million
at?
is better.
We,
That
we
PCs
want to
are
get
1 million times better. That's what
yeah,
he wrote.
we want to get your view on it, just to see, uh, you know, why you feel that PC is just so far and beyond consoles. Because for years I don't heard that. I don't
Yeah,
heard that many a years that PC gamers, and it's just so much better than consoles from from the refresh rate, from the graphics, from the way you can just craft everything to your liking. You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah, you can
The,
you
the
can customize a PC, yes, more than a console.
yes.
I think that's obvious. I think that where the console player comes in is that it's the amount that it costs. I can buy an Xbox with a controller and a headset, plug it
Yep.
in for $400. I can't
Yep,
do
and
that
you
with the
don't.
PC. I could maybe buy the fucking tower boxed outer shell for
But
$400. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm being, extravagant saying that, but it's just, yeah, it's the amount of cost is why I think there are so many console players. Why there always be so many console players, but I think that a console player deserves as much respect for playing at a skill level that they have. The best console players. Um, just because it's just I think that
as much
yeah,
respect for that as a PC player.
yeah,
But in the end result, will that ever happen? No,
no,
no, no,
yeah,
because that's a never ending battle with that's the Hatfields and McCoys right there
yeah.
with PC gamers and console gamers. It's just it's one of those things that just won't ever really have a clear cut, you know, answer to. Uh, but
Do you
as
think there's
far as
there's more money in PC gaming tournaments than there are in console gaming tournaments? Like
I mean,
I'd like to know the difference on that.
well, now
You know?
when you look at it, what is that game on PC that I always see? They're doing a um,
What, League
they're
of
always doing
Legends?
it. Well, that's one, but it's another one. It's called I think it's called Strike Force, American Strike Force, or something like that. And I always see them doing uh, I always see them doing a tournament for them, and they get paid good. So you look
Yeah.
at you got that, you got what's that across what is it, Korea or what is it, Southern Asia or something like that? That
Yeah.
they got a game that's just God, what is it, Star? I used to remember
But
all these
it's on
games.
the PC though.
It's on the PC and it won't die.
Well, it's like
They
The
won't
Sims.
let it.
Sims started on the PC. I think that game will long live
Uh,
itself. I mean,
it,
how many Sims
have
are
they
out
put
there
out a
though?
new Sims
I mean,
game lately?
but Mike, how many have there been? I mean, shit, they've made
Oh
money.
Jesus
Sims have
God!
made money. You know,
God.
those roller coaster tycoon games. There's a lot of games on
Oh,
PC
hey,
that are
hey,
fun.
hey! I can't knock that I had that game.
I had
I
that
had.
game too. I fucking roll with the roller coaster type. How fun was
Kill-
roller
kill-
coaster, tycoon
Killing
though, dude?
everybody.
Dude, bro,
Killing
you go over a turn, the thing would fly off. You're like, Mom, I just lost a whole passenger. A fucking, a
you
fucking,
know, lost, you know,
yeah.
lost everybody.
The
Everybody died.
kids
They
are dead. The
chewed
kids are
your
dead.
part.
It got stuck on the loop. It flew off. We were going 65 into the turn. I didn't put the bank right. The 45-degree angle wasn't enough. It
You
went
know,
right off.
you know what? And I'm talking. We talking about the PC players. I might just go back and get that one just so I
Right?
can do it.
I'm sure they probably have that for Xbox. If I were to
What?
check right now, I'm sure they have that for a console.
I think they do.
They,
I know they
they
put
got
out
to.
one at one time where they let you
Because
do some.
My boy Crippled Kenny, shout out to him on Twitch, guys. Go follow him at Crippled
Shout out!
Kenny.
Shout out!
Yeah, shout out. He's making our emotes up. I can't wait to get those. I just talked to him yesterday. And yeah, he plays that online still. He streams that Roller
Really?
Coaster Tycoon. Yeah, and I popped in on it a couple weeks ago and he was playing. I was like, dude, this game is awesome. It's
Crazy.
still, I feel like I still have
Crazy.
fun playing this.
I
And then your
haven't played.
park, and then your park gets full of people, dude, and you're like, you know what I mean? Like they get unhappy because it gets dirty because you don't have enough people
Yep.
picking up the
Yep.
trash. Like, it
I
gets
had,
fun.
I remember playing that game, and I can remember not at first not really knowing how to play it, and then
Yeah,
uh, when I got to learning how to play it, you would have cats not having enough janitors come
oh,
around, and you would see throw up.
dude, all over the place. It'd be great.
Oh God!
Yeah, it was
I might have to go back and get that game. I
such a
did
good
enjoy
game.
that,
Yeah, it
but
was
yeah, man.
such a
But
good game.
let me ask you,
Yeah.
if they would have, well, your favorite game is Fortnite.
Right now, my not all time, but yes, my favorite
Oh
game
no no
at the
no no no!
moment.
All favorite games are all
We're gonna
time. That's
have
what
to do like a
we're
Mount
gonna have to
Rushmore
do.
of like different games and genre. Like we're gonna have to start something where we give like our top five each week of some category in video game. I think that's a good segment.
That would be. That would be
You
the
know,
top five.
of
What
certain
is it?
games, shooting or old school this, or only Super Nintendo games, or only fantasy games, or RPGs. We can get into all that and have different categories. I think that'd be awesome. Should
Yeah, the
do that.
top, Mount Rushmore of
Yeah.
all time. Well, you know what? I told myself I wouldn't say that anymore because you can't say all time favorite. You
Why?
can't
Why
because
can't you?
all time is not. It's not the end of time. So we ain't sitting up there with a book like, what was the all time favorite game on this planet? We can't say that. That's
Uh,
why when people say, and not to just go flying off on a tangent, when people say the all time greatest basketball player, football player, or something like that,
yeah.
you can't say all time.
No, I
Because
agree.
time not
Because
over.
time not over. You know, have to be so
Yeah.
fucking. You have to be so PC and shit. You know,
Hold
why
on.
can't we just yeah push your
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Sometimes. Yes, I
yeah.
do.
I like how you wear glasses and try and look smart on the show. You never wear those
Hey,
whenever I
hey,
else see you, but when
hey,
we come on a podcast, you want to
hey,
act like be the smart one.
hey. I'm Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. As soon as we get off of this, these are coming off, and we're going right back on the Xbox. And
Oh, I'm gonna beat your ass in NBA when we get out. We're gonna talk to NBA. I'm gonna beat your ass in NBA stuff. So I'm taking a shot at you yet.
listen, listen. Uh, if y'all want to watch this game,
We're gonna stream some NBA. Yep.
we're gonna stream it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on there,
Yep.
so you can watch and see me beat Josh's ass.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Oh
yes,
man.
and that will be an M&J production.
And you guys get used to this. Me and Mike, we will talk a lot of shit.
Oh, it's a lot of crap.
There's sometimes when you might not even think that we actually like each other, but we really do. He's my brother from
We,
another mother, as you can see, and we love it. But there's sometimes where you're like, damn, dude,
uh,
he really hates him.
hey, it's like that. And then when you think about how we think poor Jr. feels,
Oh,
I don't know. We love you, Jr.
I tore Jr. a new asshole in NBA. I got so mad at him.
Oh
I got
my
so
God.
mad at him because all he would do is shoot 3 pointers in NBA. That's all he would do. Is shoot, and you're like, I called you because he told me he had never played the game, right? So we're out
Yeah.
there playing a couple games, and then I call you up. I'm like, bro, man, I'm so close to beating him. I only lost by 6 like this. You're like, JR had that 2018.
It's
I'm
18.
like,
Yeah.
what? So I got back on
Yeah.
last night. I was like, yo, JR. I hear you played before. He's like, well, that's not what I said. I said I didn't play this year's. I was like, oh, you little son of a bitch.
I told you.
Yeah,
I told you.
exactly.
He baited. Hey, how you say? He baited you in,
Dude, he
reeled
baited.
it on in,
Yeah,
and then hit you with that dollar. You gotta be quicker than that.
he just
You
reeled
gotta be
that
quicker.
sucker.
He
Just reeled me
had the
in.
belt out there for you to try
Yeah.
to take the championship. He said you gotta be a little bit quicker than that.
Right. Right.
Don't
Well,
tell.
you want to get to the next what's up on the list here, Mike? Because we have this game that I know you are absolutely looking forward to it coming out. Anthem game coming out, I believe, on the 22nd.
Yes.
Is that correct, Mike?
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
this game has been
Yes.
on your radar
Yes.
for a while now, and
I'm waiting on it.
what do you got to say? This game is. We're both going to get it when it comes out on the day it comes out, so we'll be
Yeah.
able to talk about it by the time we have the next podcast. We'll be
We
able to
we're gonna
talk
do
about
a
it.
we're gonna do a bit review on it when
Yeah,
next week.
yeah, it's going to be
After we play it a good little bit.
yep, going to be a fun game to play here, and it's going to be a little different though, Mike, because I talked to my brother who is a huge PC gamer himself and Xbox. Now he told me this game is not PvP, but it's PvE, meaning there is no online play yet. I know that it's supposed to be coming later for the game. Right now, I believe it's a 3-person mission-based campaign game where you and your buddies hop in and you basically play story mode. Is this
It's
what
basically
it is,
like
Mike? Give me the rundown here.
it's from what I've seen and what I can grab from it is basically looking like Destiny mixed with Iron Man. Basically, that's what it is.
Yeah,
You basically jumping in a miniature Jaeger and you're going out doing missions. That's what they're saying. You're doing a PVE, and 9 times out of 10, they're probably the game coming out this week. So probably I give it about 3 to 6 months. They'll put the PvP in there. So everybody, and I'm saying 3 to 6 months. I'm really thinking about three, so they can see how people are going, get their hands on it.
It's called. It would
Think
be
about
classified as an action role player game, is what they're classifying it
for
as
right
here,
now.
Mike.
Yeah, for right now.
Now this is EA Sports kind of. I guess this is their second answer because they do own the company that came out with Apex. So you've seen Epic really take the gaming world by storm here the last year, and now you've got, you know. They had to have an answer, you know, with Call of Duty out as well on their own Trinity's platform. Um,
Hmm.
y- you look at EA now, two big games with Apex coming out, which was free, and now they're going to throw a game which you got to spend $60. Now, Mike, we're both going to get the what is it, the platinum
Deluxe,
whatever deluxe
deluxe
package,
platform,
which is
whatever it is.
hundred
Put some
bucks, right?
spinners on it. Let's get it.
Let's reel it up, right? Cha-ching! I can't wait to have sound effects. I'm gonna play some of these
Yes,
things
we
on
got to
there,
get that.
right?
Cha-ching,
Right, exactly. Well,
ching.
this game's gonna be $60. Um, it's gonna be like we said, 3-person role playing game. You hop in online mode. Now, Mike, this game looks like it's almost a cross between Destiny and a couple of 3 games here. Destiny, a little bit of Halo-ish to me, and a little bit of fast pacedness to it, such as what game am I want to compare it to here? Um, Not like a Call of Duty game, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of aspects to this game, but since it is limited at first, do you think this is going to cause sales to maybe not be as big as they could because there isn't going to be an online play at first? And this is a new title. Mike, am I correct? Is this a new title, or is this a game that's being remade? Because is this something that they're going to try and sell and make more of these of?
Now, honestly, I can't say. I don't think this is remade. I think this is a brand new title.
Okay.
So I believe that I believe it's going to do well. It's going to take a minute, uh, because what it like I said, what it looks like, it looks like Destiny with Iron Man suits. That's basically what it looks like. So it looks like it's gonna bring all the people who play Destiny and everything else. They're gonna they're gonna bring those people over. They're gonna get people like us over there. And once they start adding, their DLCs and the PvP and everything like that, they'll get people in there. It probably look. It's only gonna be so many games in this world that pull numbers like Rockstar.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen.
No,
Uh,
I agree with you. There's going to be and even with the games of Fortnite, I don't think it'll be as big as Fortnite or Apex
well,
gaming it as well.
that I,
But
mm, I
I
want to
just don't
say
think it is.
I
I
don't
don't.
think it's going. I don't think it's going to do the
It's not
sales.
free. It's not free. It's going to limit.
Yes,
It's going to limit its popularity. Not to say that it won't do good grossing money, but it's not going to be as popular just because it will be. You have to spend $1 on it, and kids nowadays, some kids don't have money. They can download something for free. Why the hell not? I know plenty of people that
but
do it.
they download it
We
for
talked about
free.
that last week. You
Yeah,
know.
it's the same thing. You download it for free, then you get up in there, and then they put some nice and shiny out there for you for $25, and then they put something else out there shiny and everything else for you for $25,
Right.
and then the next thing you know, you don't pay for the game.
And that's what they're
So
gonna do.
it was just smart for for certain companies to do that, just to get you in. They get you on the back end. That's all that is getting you on the back end. They're
Yeah,
going to get that money on the back end.
yeah,
And Anthem is going to get most of it. Anthem probably still will get money on it. They're going to get it up front, but they'll probably put some stuff in the game to where you'll be able to, just like Fortnite and everything else, buy some gear, or make it where you can customize. They already say in the game you're going to be able to customize your suit,
yeah. There's
which is
gonna be, as
cool.
you guys see on the screen at the bottom right there. There's gonna be different like Mech Warrior almost suits that you're going to be getting into, Mike. And it says here it's a combined third-person shooter action role-playing game with elements in a continuous open world shared up to 3 players on there, as we talked about.
Right.
fully customizable exosuits, like you just said, called javelins. These suits can be customized to have various unique weapons and superhuman abilities. That's badass. Two classes of javelins were shown during the Anthem presentation at Microsoft's E3 in 2017. So let's go. One of them would be in the Ranger, the other one being the Storm. Players also can build relationships with various non-playable characters, but they cannot establish romantic relationships with them. Oh my god. Are you going to have romantic relationships with other... I mean, who would do that? Do the exoskeletons have like different... I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I'm guessing.
Says here, built by Eponymous General Helena Therese, it serves as a
wire.
Oh, it's wire? Is it bad?
Yeah, wire.
Let me check. Let me check here. Is that better?
There we go.
Okay. Let's see. Where's it says you're gonna go do new missions, freelance assignments like that. The game features both single player and cooperative multiplayer elements in a shared world and can have up to 4 squad members per team. Teams can fight savage beasts and ruthless mortars while exploring lost ruins. So, yeah, Mike, I mean, I think it's going to be one of these games where it's going to be fun to hop in with your buddies. But the thing that's going to limit it, as we talked about, might not only be the price, but also that you have to... It's going to be a lot more fun being with your buddies than hopping in on a multiplayer server with 2 people you don't know. I think that's going to also... do you know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the concerns my brother had about the game as well.
Listen, it's just like with Apex. It's better when you jump in there with that because it's a 3-man cell. It's better when you got... I mean, come on, let's just be real. Any game is better with your homies. Any game you got to play is better with your homies. But to be able to get in there and communicate and, know exactly what you're going to do is really the best thing about it.
Yeah, like
because getting a rando sucks.
It does, and there's certain games where just getting a random, a person to play with in a video game really is not fun. They don't usually do what you want to do. They'll go off on their own. You just end up getting frustrated. That's why it's really nice to have a group of have a community that you always, when you turn on your console or your PC, I've got at least a dozen people at a time that I could play with almost on certain different games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just, it makes it so much better. So I think the game's going to do well. I can't wait to play it. The gameplay looks awesome.
I can't.
Yeah, I know. I know. You've been talking about this game. So yeah, it comes out on Friday. Hopefully we can try and get it Thursday. We'll play it. We'll share our review.
Yeah, we'll throw it up because as soon as we get it, we can go ahead and throw up a live stream of it.
Yeah.
And see how many times we get killed.
And as you guys are downloading the show, again, we're gonna I'll have this one up on iTunes, and I'll have it up on our iHeartRadio stream. I'll give it to Johnny Ice. I'll have him post it up for us this next week. So if you guys just want to listen to the audio version, we'll have that for you guys. Also, we're gonna post this on my YouTube channel at Josh Pacheco. Go ahead and search that out, and we'll have the YouTube video up there. It's also on our Twitch stream. Make sure you guys share us to follow. If you guys are Amazon Prime members as well. For those who are listening, you guys can go to our stream, subscribe for free. It helps out the show, and we would appreciate it. We'll have some new emotes coming out for you guys in the upcoming weeks here as well, so you guys will get those with that. Now, Mike, as you see here, next one I want to talk about. Now, this is something I want to bring up to you because I heard that you now sports games back in the day, Mike. What were they? Button pushing, right? You had different buttons for different things. Ken Griffey Jr., one of my favorite games out there. It was a timing game. You hit the A button or whatever it was, or the X button at the time the ball crossed the plate, and that's the power the hit was. NBA Jam, you dunked with the one button. Technoboy, it was one button games. Is that what I'm referring to? Now getting to is sports games where hit one button, it does something, correct?
Right.
Hockey, it shoots, right? Nowadays, you've got this stupid thing called this Pro Stick. And now you brought the analog stick, which they like to call the Pro Stick. Okay, Mike, the Pro Stick, which I also like to call a thing in my pants.
No.
Right? Um, I don't understand why this thing is there and why they make you use it. As we see in NBA 2K15 is when it came out, I believe. How to use the Pro Stick. Now, Mike, this is whether you're shooting a basketball, it's your right analog stick. You're going to go ahead and flick up, and you have to time it. Whether it's in hockey, you got to pull back and shoot forward. FIFA, you got to do the same thing. Football, you do it for different things as well. I don't like it. I think it's bullshit. I heard you called people that use the regular buttons are a bunch of p words. I will try and keep this family friendly. And
Yeah,
I have a real problem with
but
you because I feel that you're a connoisseur of sticks, meaning that you like playing with sticks, and this is the reason that you like to flick the stick.
only my own. Only my own. No one else's. Only my own. I got mine custom.
Oh, you got your custom? Okay.
I got mine custom.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me why you have this
No,
opinion of the flick a stick.
no. Don't get me wrong. Because during the times of NBA Live and up to 2K when they first came out and everything else, you were using the button straight up.
Correct.
It wasn't till I can't remember what year they first introduced it.
Well, I
The
think it's
shots.
2015, like we have on the screen there. I think
Was it
yeah,
2000?
NBA 2K15, because I believe that's when they started using the true stick or the pro stick.
What?
I think it's
But
complete bullshit. I think I can't stand the pro stick. I don't want to flick a stick. Let me hold X, and the longer I hold X, then the more
well,
power I get. Why do I gotta make this more fucking difficult?
no,
And then you end up your
yeah.
cross. No, no, you let me finish. Then you end up doing your crossover moves with that same button, and then you end up shooting it from half court half the time because you flick the stick forward a little bit. It's bullshit. Fuck the pro
Well,
stick. Fuck the pro
if
stick.
if
You know
if
what? Sorry, family friendly. Fuck the pro stick.
if you was to take the time,
Pro stick's bullshit in video games.
pull
It's
back
complete
on the
bullshit.
stick. See, if you learn, because it's basically what you learning people's shots.
Learning
Now, when you
people's.
press S, when you press an X, you feel all empowered, don't you?
So you're going back to that PC gamer. You frown. You look down on people that are button pushers. Then if they're not pro stick
I don't,
players.
I don't, I don't look down on anyone. I'm not mad.
Oh, you're
I'm
not.
just disappointed.
Oh, you're just disappointed. Just disappointed. Okay.
I'm just disappointed. Not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Okay.
Learn to do something new.
Yeah. Learn to do.
See right
Why
there,
make it more difficult? Why make
right
it more difficult, Mike?
there. It's not difficult. It's only difficult. What's the term you use when people were leaving Fortnite for Apex?
What
Only
did
reason you're leaving because you can't build.
don't use my stuff against me. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. You can't use
so
my words against me.
so you can't so
You
you
know, no,
can't
you know,
go
and
ahead.
Jr. told me, as I told you, I picked up NBA 2K the other night,
Uh-uh.
and I got it. And you're like, you got to use the stick. You gave me the whole fucking guilty plea. You know, Jr. uses the button. Jr. is really good at using the button. So you know what I use now? I use the fucking button
Oh my God, JR is not that good. So why would you follow his lead?
because he beats you.
No, please, he's never beating me in basketball. What's wrong with you?
I can't wait to get a stream of us
Don't,
playing
don't,
basketball. It's gonna be
please,
on, and you can
look,
be. We'll
look.
see. It'll be the battle of the button pusher versus the stick flicker. That's what we're gonna call.
we,
You're gonna be
we,
the stick flicker. It's hashtag stick flicker. That's what you're gonna
well, we
do.
got I got a whole team of shot stick users, man. Look,
Yeah.
we go hard in the paint now. Come
I
on
bet
now.
you do go hard in the paint with those sticks, huh? You'd like to flick the
Hey,
stick hard in the paint,
here we go.
you know?
We need those sounders. We need those sounders.
I
We
know we
really
do.
need those
We do.
sounders.
I need to get
Oh
that.
my God.
Man,
That,
flick some tight.
oh no.
Flick some
Kid
tight.
friendly.
Flick some
Hold on.
tight.
Kid friendly. Kid
I'm
friendly.
sorry. Flick some tight. All
Oh
right, but
my.
we're gonna get it down. We're gonna test out. Mike, I want us to play like a good set. We'll get back to the stats. We're gonna play 10 games, and we're gonna
Okay.
see how many games the button pusher comes out and how many times the flicker comes out,
Okay.
and then we'll
We,
get a true test of who is better.
we're
What is
gonna
a better strategy
we're gonna
at
start
NBA
tonight.
19? Yeah,
As soon as we're done with the show,
yeah, we're gonna stream a game. We're
we're gonna
doing
lock
that.
and load.
Yes, we're
We're
locking.
streaming.
Yeah,
We're
you
streaming,
and you
y'all.
have to play with your
We're,
bitch ass Hawks. You got to play with your bitch ass Hawks.
if you don't watch your horror mouth, what is wrong with you?
You got to play with
What
your
the
bitch ass
fuck
Hawk.
like that? What is wrong with you?
You got nobody on the team. Who do can anybody name a player that is on the Atlanta Hawks
Anybody?
right now?
Can anybody name one?
I don't
Okay,
think
I
anybody
name my
can.
team.
I don't think anybody can
Come on, man.
because it's
You
so
got Trey
terrible.
Young.
Oh,
You got
Trey,
Kid
you're gonna
Bazemore.
give me Trey Young right now? That's
You
what you're
got,
throwing at me? I got
but your players
LeBron.
who
I
are.
got Kuzma. I got Ingram coming at you. Do you
Listen,
understand what I'm going to be
listen,
bringing
listen,
at you
listen,
right now?
listen. You got a general manager who plays the team. Okay, that's what you got.
Oh, dude, it's going
And,
down.
he's going to trade away half his team still in some kind of form or fashion to get AD, and then you can be on the game with AD flicking the little X
And just
button.
want to tell you,
And
I know our boy's sixth favorite team is Golden State, but if anybody uses Golden State, fuck you, you're cheating. I'm gonna say it right
did,
now. Now I'm gonna
did
say
you
it
play
right now.
sick yet?
Oh yeah, I beat
Did you
him. I
play sick?
beat him. I beat him with his
So
Golden
I
States.
mean,
No, no, no. But
you're playing a
if
guy.
you give a guy
Listen,
like you or someone that's legitimately good at the game, fuck off if you use
oh,
the Warriors.
I'm not. I don't never use the Warriors. So we got a couple of people that we played with on the
It's
game who
cheating.
are from
Every
Oakland.
player is
That's what
over
they.
an 88. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I think the worst player on the fucking starting lineup is Andre Iguodala, who just drains threes the whole goddamn time.
All day long, along with
Iggy,
Steph
it's Iggy
Thomas.
face.
It's stupid. I don't play
Oh,
them.
what up,
I
Chappies? What up, Chappies is back, Chappies. So let it.
Chop,
We were
Chop.
get
What's up,
we'll
man?
stop this
Salute.
tangent on our new NBA bet coming up, and let's get back to. I want to know. You typed in earlier, Chappies, that CPU was 1,000,000% better than console gaming. Why? We want to know why. We really want to get people's opinions on this. Why is it so much better? Why do the two conflict so much? So write it in the chat if you guys want to right now on Twitch. That was one of the big questions, as you guys see on the topics of the show. Why, if you are a PC gamer, do you love it so much? And why, if you're a console gamer, do you love it so much? And why is there so much disrespect given to a console player? I just don't. We do, there needs to be more respect given to console players. Not just because we are ones, but it's different. And you have to get different respect for different things because I don't think they're comparable, Mike.
You don't think so?
The games might be the same, but when the controls that
It's
you're
all about.
using are different. The mechanism that you're using is different. Then that's
Uh, just thinking that better. I'm not gonna change my mind on that.
yeah, yeah.
PC gamers, PC game. Chappie, come on, man. Tell the truth. Do you really believe? Do PC gamers really believe they're better than console gamers?
I like PC's customization. He says, well, yeah, that's one of the things we brought
See,
up
that's
is,
that's what we talked about.
and I think that is going to give when there is a discussion. That is what's going to lean the bar in the way of a PC is because you can customize it. Customizing a PC is just it's something that I like doing. We customize ours for our studio. It's a nice option to have. That's easy to upgrade stuff. Basically, when you buy a console like an Xbox One S, even like the one we play on, which is the newest thing besides the Scorpion, can't upgrade your Xbox unless they give you some digital update. That's the only real thing that's going to update. The software in it itself cannot be updated until you buy another one or when the next one is released. A PC, if I want a new game card, sound card, any type of that stuff, I can go buy it now and get a better one when the new one comes out and plug it in.
Right.
You
I
know?
mean, it is to the point. Chappie said he switched from a PS4 to the PC.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Did you find it, Chaps?
Wow.
Did you find it harder? Because I think you are. I know you're a Fortnite player. Did you find it harder, even Apex? Do you find it harder to build, move around? We talked about it last week. I don't know understand how someone's. And it's funny because I've seen people that stream how they have the camera just pointed down on the keyboard and on the mouse, so you can see how fast they're actually using their hands. I fucking think they're all on crack. I don't understand how the hell they're able to move your hands and build that fast and move your. I don't get it. And that's just because we've never been a PC player. But that's one of my biggest. Uh, you
And
know,
that's what it is.
yeah.
That's truly what it is because they want to show you that they can do it like this, do it like that, and uh, like you say, the customization. Uh, you know, be like being able to go out and if you feel like you want to upgrade. So That is one of the biggest drawbacks that we didn't touch on when we first started that conversation about that. If you want to upgrade a console, you have to wait till the company does it.
Yeah.
So if we want a better look on the Xbox One or the Xbox X, you know, you're gonna have to wait till Xbox say, okay, we're gonna shoot you over a software update that's gonna improve the drives on the video card, or you're gonna have to just wait till we drop a new system altogether.
And that's where consoles make their money. As PC would be selling parts, consoles make you wait, and then they have one big old sale, and then they sell you on the video game. So, Chap says once you get used to it, it's easy, and I'm sure that is. It's just, and I feel like if you're starting, like I think Chaps is young. If you're a young kid, it's very easy to go back to something and switch like that. Kids pick up things easier, Mike, than an adult. It'd be. I can't even imagine trying to pick up and play a PC. My left
I don't
hand
know.
just doesn't.
Like
My
I
left
say,
hand doesn't work that fast.
I don't, you're
It
not
just doesn't.
ambidextrous, huh?
Not after well that's what
That
you
man
know.
says when he knocks out, it's just from the right hand punch. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see, 1, 2,
Yeah,
knockout.
1-2 knockout.
But
So
see, but see, like for me, like I said, I play Star Wars,
yeah,
and I haven't played it in a while. But if I say right now, it'll take me uh probably no more than about 20 to 30 minutes just to get back acclimated to playing on a keyboard
right.
because it is hard at first. It
Mm-hmm.
is because you're used to just moving your thumb around and basically moving your thumbs around your fingers for the the LB, the triggers and everything else. So when you get onto a keyboard, then you're like, whoa, wait. So the W is to walk and sit is S and things of that nature.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you hear them? Did you hear them in the background right now? A daughter comes in.
they just busted into the studio,
Right. Okay. Yes, you
ladies
are.
and gentlemen.
That's
Ladies and gentlemen,
live
this is what
podcasting
you
right
do
here.
for a live broadcast. This is what
Right.
you live radio, unedited, unedited, unscripted.
We appreciate the singing. Thank you, ladies.
We're not
Oh,
done.
you're not done? Well, you're going to need to be
We're
done.
done.
Hey,
All right. Out of here.
just,
Let's
just,
go.
just,
Shut the
just
door.
wait.
Shut
Just
the
wait.
door.
Just wait to show 25. We'll be
Right?
more professional.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to probably put a lock on the door, I'm guessing, for my daughter and her sleepover friends can come over and give you a serenade
Oh
before they go
God.
to sleep.
Don't worry. I'm just waiting on my little interruption to happen.
Yeah, Chabby said he went back and played a game on PS4 and it was weird, So yeah, that's the thing. Like it's just, I think it's easier for kids to do it, but right now I don't think I'd ever go to a computer game. But Mikey, I gotta grab another beer. I'm low and I'm parched right now. Um,
Well, we gonna take us a little short little chronic break.
yeah, can we take a
Oh,
short
wait a
little
minute. Did I
excuse me?
say that?
Did you say that
Did I
out
say that?
loud?
I'm
Did you say it out loud
hello.
right now?
This thing working?
All right, yeah, I'm gonna throw up a little bit of music for you guys here, and then we'll be back shortly in about a couple minutes here, and we'll coming up back up when we get back, Mike. We're gonna get to the new movies that are coming out here
Yes,
uh,
yes, yes,
next on
yes.
the show, and we'll get back to it in just a second, right here on the Old Man Game Podcast. Guess 1 minute, we'll be back.
Huh.
I read comic books and everything else for the longest time, but I'm not that ultimate comic book nerd like I used to be. So I can't just. I'm not. I love the movies. I love all of it. But uh, if you come and say, "Oh, on issue 36," no, I'm not gonna remember all
No,
that.
but and if you're one of those guys, in your face, I don't really don't come at me with episode 136 of Spider-Man where he does this. I don't give a fuck. Okay, we're talking in a bigger scale here. Okay, now Mike says
Okay.
the alliteration of Captain Marvel will focus on the character of Carol Danvers, Mike, whose
Danvers. Yep.
adventures are earthbound but whose powers are based in the cosmic realm.
The Kree.
Now, Mike,
He
what
is free.
how do you think this movie's gonna play out? What is it gonna be about here? Um, what are you looking forward to in this film? It says it's a prequel to the MCU, which is I'm guessing Marvel.
Well, it's the prequel to show basically when you look at the trailers and everything with that, you can basically see that you're looking at a younger Nick Fury. You're looking at
Okay,
Nick Fury before he lost his eye and he was before he became the the the, the emperor, the czar, which is known as Nick Fury, the leader, the director and leader of Shield. Uh, so you basically at a point that it's going to take you back there, get you familiarized. Because did you watch Infinity Wars?
I did not, like I said, I'm gonna be catching up on a lot, especially now that we're gonna do this gaming show because I'm not the hugest of comic book movie fan. I
Same.
like a
Right.
lot. I like more of. I don't like a lot of CGI in my movies. I do like some. Obviously, there's some that need some. I loved Avatar. That was all CGI. But there's just
Yeah.
certain things that are just not to my liking. But I'm
Wait a
gonna get
minute. You
more.
hold on. You
What?
like
What?
Avatar? All that CGI.
I know. I told you. I just said there's certain ones that I do like. There's certain, but for the most part, I like a good movie with some actors that aren't just in front of a green screen.
I, okay.
Okay, you're gonna
This
we're
is
gonna
going.
leave it at that.
This is going to trip you out because I was not still to this date, and I said it and I'll say it again. Avatar wasn't didn't float my boat like that.
Uh,
Everybody loved it, and then
Avatar was a fucking awesome movie. Don't even go there, Mike. That blue chick was hotter than shit.
yeah, yet again, like I said, it doesn't. It's just
Really? Did you see it in 3D?
no, I didn't see it in 3D, but
Okay,
it
I
didn't.
think.
Listen to me. Listen. It was a nice movie. I would give James Cameron all the credit. It was great. It was a nice little movie. Would I be? I don't even own it,
You don't own it.
and I got plenty of movies behind me, and many more on the computer.
Really? You
Avatar
were
is
that
not,
wow, you were that disappointed
dude.
with Avatar. I'm
I
surprised.
wasn't disappointed with it. It's just like okay, come here, come with me. Since we on the subject of movies,
Okay.
and I hate to go off the rails like this, but
Yeah.
look, Titanic. Why was that movie breaking so many records? Well, you knew what was going to happen at the end.
Titanic was a great movie.
You
Don't
shut your pie hole.
oh
You shut your
you
pie hole.
shut your mouth right now.
You
Don't
shut
you
your
go and talk shit
you
on Leo.
shut
Don't you
your
go and talk
pie
shit on
hole.
Leo. Don't you go and
Yeah, whatever.
don't
The,
do it.
the guy, you could. Oh my god.
That was one of the greatest love stories you've ever seen in American history. Rose and
Oh,
Jack,
oh,
Rose and
oh,
Jack, Rose and Jack.
ladies
Come
and
on,
gentlemen,
Rose and Jack.
this might be the second episode. Might be as far as we get.
Why? Because we're having
I
Titanic
can't
talk
believe
right now.
I can't believe you saying this to me right now. I can't believe this.
I can't believe
You
that
know
you're
what's it?
dissing Avatar, two of the biggest grossing movies ever in the history of film
This is
right now.
this is what I'm saying is because okay, Avatar.
What a hater on Cameron. Like, what do you have against him? Does he
No,
not like black
I
people
did
or
not say
something?
I did not say nothing against Cameron. I did not give Cameron a shout out. I say
In a bad way.
Cameron is a great director. And just to this, and I bet you're gonna be one of the first people to stand in line to go see the next three, the other two.
Other two what? What's that? Avatars?
How I know about it, but you don't know
I know
about
I'm not. Well, I'm not gonna go. I don't ever stand in line for movies. I'm not that. I'm never. I will never be. That's my wife with Twilight. You go to my wife for that with Twilight. She's all about that. Back
it.
in the day, she
I
tended that shit out. That's just what she
don't
did. She's Team
listen,
Jacob all the way. Team Jacob.
listen, listen. Don't lie to me or the viewer. Because if I see you on one of them little LA shows out there, and you out there in the blue getup with a loincloth on,
Bleep, bleep,
with
bleep, bleep.
with the hair joint coming all the way with the little connector on the end.
Hells yeah. What
Oh
you
no,
got
no,
on
no,
it? What you got on that
no,
player?
no, bro.
I
No,
can't
y'all
believe you.
can't
I
have that.
can't believe that you just dissed the two biggest cinematic movies in U.S. history right now in Avatar and Titanic. That
Did not float my boat.
you know how good Titanic was. Like you just said, you just proved my point. It was so good
Oh
that you
my
knew the ending. That you knew the
God.
ending, and you still went and bought the ticket. You
Who?
knew the ending. What do you mean who?
I didn't go. I didn't buy no ticket to that.
You're the only one in America that didn't. Welcome to being in the minority,
Oh
Mike.
my God, I was in the minority when I was born. Let's get that straight. But but let's get that right. I was there. We
Uh,
punched that ticket a long time
I
ago.
wish I had the sound drop. I love black
I
people.
love black people.
Oh my
Because
god.
I just
Mike, I really can't. We actually watched Titanic because my daughter, she's who you just saw her singing. She's gonna be 11 this next month, and she had to do a report on the Titanic. She'd never
oh
seen the movie. We both sat down
my
out there
God.
and watched the movie with her. Her face lit up. It was like, what is this great this tragedy, this love story that I'm watching right now? And I said, you know what this is? This is pure movie gold. This is Leonardo DiCaprio saying, I'm the king of the world, while in the back of a man and riding him and still not being
Yep.
gay.
See,
It wasn't gay.
it was the
He was
book
just
that
happy
book.
to see
It was the
he was
bas-
happy to see the
It was
Statue
the
of Liberty.
basketball diaries all over on a boat. That's all that was. It was it was the basketball diaries.
You stupid fool. You
That's all that
stupid
is.
fool. You
That's
are
all that was.
stupid player.
I'm, I'm,
You're a dumb fool. Basketball diaries. You're a dumb
that's all
fool.
that was. I'm not dealing with. I can't. It just for me. It never made sense that
Oh
movie
my
did
god!
that.
I love how our subject was new comic book movies, and we ended up talking about Titanic for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, because it's just it was the CGI stuff
You
that
know
you
what? I'm
got
gonna
me
put a
off of.
vote. We're gonna put a vote out there on the new on our Twitter again. Go to @SportsCast Squad on Twitter, and I want to get a vote on whether Titanic is a good movie or not. And I guarantee it'll. The more people say it's a good movie. No, you know what? Actually, you Mike, I think you will win because I think there are men out there that don't want to admit, like I am. I am a sensitive man that can admit that movie brought me to a tear when she said, "I'll never let go, Jack," and she let him let go. But you know what, bitch? There was room for two on that door. You should have moved
Hey,
your fat ass over, bros.
she,
Move your fat ass over.
I get, but you know what? You know what? I'm not even gonna lie. You know what brought me to a tear?
What's that?
When I saw all that food going into the water.
You saw that buffet just.
I saw that buffet just sliding down the joint. I said,
But Mike, if you were in that movie, you know how there's the rich guys in that movie that are like, no, we'll take a brandy and the smoke. Like they'll just sit on a chair while the water's coming.
my water's
Mike's
coming.
gonna have a crab cakes and lobsters and eating while he's drowning. No, I'm going out with the buffet.
Hey,
I'm going out with the
a
buffet.
bang. I'm going out with a
He's
bang.
got the turkey
If I-
leg and he's just sitting on a stair in his suit. He's just eating the turkey.
If I have that dumb logic. If I can feel my body up with all this food,
And
all the
instead,
water
as you
won't
know,
be
how,
there.
you know, in the movies where the guy takes one last air gasp and there's that little air pocket.
Yeah.
Yours is just to bite off the turkey instead of the fucking air. You just bite the turkey. One last bite. Fuck the air. I want one last bite of turkey as I go.
'Cause if we
One
can't
last
take
shrimp
no food,
cocktail. One last
oh
shrimp
my
cocktail
God.
before I go down.
Yeah. We don't want nobody to to take it the wrong way, and
Oh,
think we're being insensitive about the
man,
incident that really happened. But we're talking
dude,
about Titanic
that is
and
so
Jack,
funny.
who willingly
Oh,
gave up his life for the girl he just met on the boat,
oh
and
my
didn't know
God,
for what 20 minutes to an hour,
dude,
and
so funny,
and,
so funny.
gave up his life for her.
Right? Yeah. So
Oh
we'll
my
have
God.
more Titanic talk in the future.
No, we don't. No, we can end
Yeah.
that
Well,
here.
Mike, why don't we talk about this next movie coming out here for in the
Oh my
2019
God.
April 5th,
Yeah.
Shazam? How about Shazam? What about the
Yeah.
Shazam,
Yeah.
man? It was
Yeah.
Shaq's redo of this movie when Shaq was in it. Um,
No,
th-
well, yeah, Shaq did do
yeah,
a
Shaq, dude.
Shazam.
Now Shazam, but
Shiz-
this is different, right? This is
this
actually
is DC's
a DC
Shazam.
character. Now the
Yes.
director is David F. Sandberg. Cast is not as big as the movie we just talked about earlier, but this one casts Zachary Levi, Asher Angel, Mark Strong, Ron Cephas Jones, Jack Dillon, Grazer, and Grace Fulton. It says here, Dwayne Johnson opted to take on the role of the villainous Black Adam in DC's
Adam.
comic book
Yep.
adaptations, but Warner Brothers subsequently decided to hold Johnson for a separate Black Adam movie. So Shazam will be all
Which
about that hero. Uh,
at this point I still don't. I mean, I understand that they why they did it, but I think I would have went on and put him in there. Uh, I know. Let me say this. I know why they did it because the guy Zach who's playing Shazam,
yeah, Zach Levy.
you
Yeah,
know, Zach Levy,
yeah.
that's his name. Better known as Chuck from the
Mm-hmm.
NBC show.
Oh, is that
And
who
I
he
love,
is? Okay, is that where
yeah,
he's from? Okay,
that's where he was from. The
okay.
best. Well, he's done other things, but for me, he was best known as Chuck on that show. I used to love
Yeah.
that show. Um, and the initial thought about this movie when we all first saw it, we saw the trailer. People didn't really like the big. If you've seen the suit, it looked like a big muscle suit.
Okay.
But they actually said that that people actually say he actually did work out. I think the suit is still padded on a little bit just to give him more muscle because it did look big and bulky. But they did say that he worked out and he put on some muscle for the movie.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it
you
says
know
here
it.
his Asher Angel will be playing his boy counterpart Billy Bateson. And the story revolves around a young boy who can transform into a powerful superhero simply by uttering the word Shazam.
Shazam.
Mark Strong is playing the film's villain, Dr. Thaddeus Sivana. So,
Yep.
um, do you think this is another movie here? Do you think this is going to get some buzz from DC? Do you think this might be a flop? How do you think
Look,
this is going to play with the modern day audience here? Because I don't really hear a lot. I know everybody, like we just talked about before, is pumped up for Captain Marvel, but I don't feel or hear the same buzz around Shazam. Do you in your circles?
for what happened with Aquaman, I think Shazam will do good because since Superman versus Batman to the Justice League, well, going back to Superman versus Batman, which was so dark, and now that you go from that, they tried to lighten up in Justice League, and then you get Aquaman, which I think Aquaman did better than what the execs at the
Yeah, but
I,
Aquaman did better
I
because
think
it had a hot ass guy that your wife or your girlfriend didn't mind going to see. I don't think Shazam has the same thing. Now, Mike, also, I'll let you get back to your point. Does it also
mhm.
scare away buyers and people going to buy tickets because, like I just said, oh, it's just a remake of Shaq's movie? Do you know what I mean? If you're
Well, no, no,
if you're a
no. It's
layman fan,
no,
you
no,
don't know
no.
what
It's not
Shazam is.
actually.
You
It's
don't know
not
what it
actually.
is.
Well, most comic book fans gonna know who Shazam is. Most, especially a lot of older people,
Yeah, it's
because
Shaquille O'Neal looking like a dipshit
no,
with a
no, no,
bunch of
no,
candy around him.
no, because see, Shaq wasn't nowhere near Shazam. that was nowhere near. Shaq was a genie then.
But Mike,
He
from a
was a
guy
genie.
that I know Marvel stuff. I mean, I know certain comic books. Like I know Captain Marvel. I know I know Wolverine, X Men. I was a big X Men guy. I never heard of Shazam. And I'm a
Yeah.
little bit knowledgeable in comic books, but I never heard of it. I never heard of the guy.
You never heard of Shazam?
No,
Man,
bro, except for Shaq.
dude. No, and that wasn't even Shazam. Shazam.
I
That
know,
was
but it was
a
called the
genie.
same thing, though.
It was called that, but it didn't. But Shaq did play a superhero that's part of the DC universe. He plays Steel. Do you remember that movie?
I do. I do remember that movie. Yes.
Yeah.
It was pretty. It was a decent movie. It was there. Do you think Shazam is going to outsell Captain
No,
Marvel, or do you
no,
think
no, 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 no.
Marvel wins this one in the Marvel DC war when the two movies
Marvel,
come out?
but then,
Marvel's
but
gonna win, right? I mean, I know there's separate
Marvel,
dates, but they're gonna
Marvel
win.
is always winning, bro.
Marvel's
Marvel is
gonna
always
win
gonna
this
win.
one.
They're always gonna win. Now DC with, like I say, the way with how Aquaman has done, will Shazam and what's coming. I'm sorry, I'm blanking because I'm trying to think of the next DC movie that's coming out behind Shazam is supposed to be, I think,
Mike, let me tell you something. There's this thing on your desk. It's called Google.
me and Google is not. And look, listen, I'm blanking because I also have back here tearing into something right now,
What do you
and
gotta do? What do you gotta
trying,
do?
I'm trying to be professional with this,
What do you have to do? You
but
have to
it's
pee right now?
no, no, my cat is tearing into something, and I don't know what
Gotta love
and
podcasting. I fucking love
I'm serious,
podcasting.
man.
So Mike's cat is getting into something right now, and he's trying to hold it together. But you want to yell at this cat so bad right now, don't you?
no, look, he just walked up on me. He just walked up on me like
You mean you got a pussy on your lap right now?
nah, he is down below me,
Yeah.
where it's always meant to be. But
Yeah. Yeah.
but he's over here walking around, like he took get your butt out of here. Like he's just that dude.
He's just that dude. Well, you know who's that dude is the next movie that's coming out, Air Mike, that we'll get to. Coming out on April 12th, 2019, from director Neil Marshall, the reboot of Hellboy here, Mike. This thing, Hellboy is one of my favorite movies that's come out. I really liked that movie when it came out.
Oh, so you saw it.
I did see it, and I'm a big fan of Hellboy because
Saw both of
I
them.
like the main actor that was in it, the guy from Sons of Anarchy. What's his name off the
Ron
top of my
Perlman.
head? Yeah, Ron Perlman, who's just fucking awesome. Now, Mike, it says here the film's loosely based on the Rise of the Blood Queen arc with Mila Djokovic filling that villainous role. So that's pretty awesome. You know, I love her. She's from all the Resident Evil
Resident
movies.
Evil one.
Mila
Yeah.
Djokovic, while Ian McShane plays Trevor Buttonholm, and Daniel Day McKim fills part of Ben DeMuro. Oh, and this is 100% rated R, Mike. So that even makes it. They're going down the
They're going
um,
down the rabbit hole
yeah, the
and
rabbit hole rated R movies. Yeah,
cutting heads off while they're going down.
they're going down through Deadpool way. You know, they saw the success of Deadpool and how a movie, not normally comic book movies or animated movies are going through the rated R route. Deadpool really broke that barrier twice, and they've seen this, and I think that's why
Yeah.
they're going this route. Do you think that's going to lead to more success here? Do you think a reboot is needed in the Hellboy genre or series? And how do you think this movie plays out? It looks badass. I like the first one. I think I'm gonna like this one even more because it's rated R.
Well, I'm liking it. From what I've seen, he came from Stranger Things. He was the sheriff in that
Yeah,
joint.
Guillermo del Toro was
Um,
he was established franchise in
and the
Stranger Things.
direction that
Yep.
they're going in now with, I guess you could say because of what they did with Deadpool, with the success with that. But I mean, Hellboy is always supposed to be more gruesome and more more adult driven, I would say, than anything else.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to seeing how they're gonna do with that because Hellboy 1 and 2 were some very good movies.
So you're
Did
looking
you see
forward to
part
this
two?
one. I didn't see two. I saw one. Have not seen two. I will go watch it before I see this one.
Josh?
No. Um.
Josh done fell asleep on me.
No, you can't hear me.
Yeah.
Wait, you can't hear me? You can't hear me right now? I'm talking.
Hello?
Yeah, I can. I'm talking. I'm talking. I can hear myself. I know the other people can listen to me. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here, Mikey. I'm here. You can't hear me? That's funny. Let me try this. Can you hear me now? Hear me,
There
Mikey?
you go.
Oh, there you go. I don't know what happened there. That's weird. Well, and this is podcasting, people. So no, I didn't.
Podcasting.
I didn't see the second one, Mike. I did see the first one. So I don't know. Is this going to be a remake of the first movie, or is this going to be a combo of the two?
No,
It doesn't say much here. I think it's going to be a
it's
remake
just
of
gonna
one,
be
right?
it's
Or
just
is
gonna
this
be
going
a
to tell the
whole new
Hellboy story? It's just going to
it's
tell the
just gonna
Hellboy
be a
story in a new
whole
way.
new one because
Okay.
oh man, what is my boy name? The fish. He's not even gonna be in it. The new one.
Yeah, it looks bad. I like the fact that it's rated R. Really makes me want to go out and see there. So I think I'm gonna spend. I think I'm gonna go ahead and
So
spend.
so the rated R everything else, the rated R is what's sealing the
Mike,
deal.
it's
So
Mike. It really does because the reason I don't like these comic book movies is they try to play to a younger audience. In my movies, Mike, I'm an adult. I want to see some sex. I want to see some drugs. I want to see some guts. I want to see some heads blown off. And I want to see some motherfucking f bombs. It's what I want to see in my
I'm, I'm,
movies.
I'm with you. I'm with
Okay.
you.
All right, player. Well,
I'm with you.
next one up here, Mike. Man, you talk about these huge movies we just talked about release. That's three huge movies. Now another one, Mike, coming out April 26, 2019, from directors Joe and Anthony Russo. Avengers Endgame here. Not
That's it. That's
Mike.
it. Just put your hands up.
The conclusion
Just,
to the epic
bro.
two-part Avengers storyline will close out Marvel's ambitious MCU with a bang. The title Avengers Endgame has finally been revealed, if not story confirmed and cast yet. This is written a little while ago, so. But Mike, this is something you're looking forward to, Avengers Endgame here.
Listen.
How pumped are you for this? I know you're a huge Avengers fan. This has got to be just getting you jacked up.
Listen to me. Listen. Just put your hands up.
Uh,
Just put
uh,
your hands up, bro.
mm,
Just put
mm.
your hands up
Where's the?
because it's over. It's over.
It's over.
It's nothing. Listen, it's nothing coming out. The rest of Hellboy, uh, uh, Marvel, Captain Marvel, all
Yeah,
that. Listen,
Shazam.
Shazam, nothing's touching this. Nothing.
Nothing's
And the
touched.
numbers and the numbers for it is going to be just stupid.
Right? This thing's gonna blow you. This
Listen,
thing might get in top five movies of all time.
listen to me.
It really might, Mike.
For what they did for the first one
Mm-hmm.
and the money they made off of that one, and the way that movie had. Now, if anybody's listening, spoiler alert, you should have been seen it. It's on DVD, Hulu, everywhere. You should have saw it. Now, oh my God. And then I'm talking to my co-host. You should have saw it too. I almost let something slip. I almost let something slip.
Uh-oh.
I guess we're gonna have to get one of those sounders, the spoiler alert sounders.
Uh-oh. Oh shit, what
So
happened?
I,
What
I
happened?
I was about to, I know I was about to say what happened in the movie, but
Oh,
I'm
don't
gonna
go
give
there.
you to next week to watch it.
Because I have to. I have to watch it.
You have to watch it. You need to go back and watch. You need to take an hour a day and go back and watch all of them because you can literally. It's 10 years worth of
I
movies
think my brain would literally go crazy trying to compact all that information into into my brain
but
right
the
now.
thing of it is, if you go
I
back and watch it, then you'll. I mean, you still can go and watch it
yeah.
straight up and never have watched any of the other movies. You don't have to watch them, but
So okay, I was gonna ask you that. So you can go into this movie without having seen any of the previous movies to this and be okay?
The first one, yeah, the first Infinity
Yeah,
War.
Infinity War. So I
Yeah,
can go ahead and watch that, and
you
I'll
can't
be
go into
good.
the end game and
No,
then
without,
you're
of
gonna
course,
watch it.
you can't end the game
Yeah,
without starting the game. I mean, you
yeah.
just can't do that. You know.
So,
Well,
yeah,
so
that's what
Mike, that's the one that's on your radar here. Now, the last two I want to get to that are coming out 2019 is Dark Phoenix. Mike, this coming out June 7th, 2019. Director
Mhm.
Simon Kinberg, cast Sophia Turner, who is from Game of Thrones,
Oh,
Ty Sheridan, Cody Smith McPhee, and Alexandra Shipp. James McAvoy, Jennifer Lawrence is in this one. Michael Fassbender, Nicholas Hoult, and Evan Peters. This is the sequel to the X-Men's Apocalypse, and will tackle the beloved Jean Grey story arc from the comics that was first broached in X-Men: The Last Stand.
the
Um,
Dark Phoenix.
yeah, X-Men writer-producer Simon Kinberg was penned the script and is making his directional debut on the project, which also stars Jessica Chastain as maybe the villain Lilandra. I guess that's how you say it, and is bringing back pretty much the entire main X-Men cast. What do you think about this one coming out here, Mike? Another X-Men movie. Dark Phoenix has a pretty good cast in it, some new faces. Where do you think this one lands with the audiences here with the
They'll
movie
watch
goer?
it. They'll watch it just because it's the X-Men movie.
But
When
it's just that though. It's just one of those ones you'll watch because it's there,
you'll
but
watch
it's not going to stand
it.
out
It's
over
not.
time.
It's not. It.
You're not going to go back like, oh man, Dark Phoenix, guys, that was just one of
No.
the best. You know, that was
No.
just
No. You're gonna watch it because you're a fan.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, fans are excited for it, but most other people are just gonna go, okay, let's go see it because they watched, all the other ones, Future Days, Future Past, and things of that nature, and X-Men Apocalypse, which I went and saw, and we're gonna move on from that.
yeah. All right, Mike.
That's,
Last one here. We're gonna round out the show here. To again talk about upcoming comic movies in 2019 here. This release date is July 5th, 2019. The movie Spider-Man: Far From Home. Decent cast here. Tom Holland, Jake Gyllenhaal, Zendaya again from Disney, Jacob Batalon, Samuel L. Jackson in two of these comic book movies, and Kobe Smulders. Bolstered by the positive response to Homecoming, director John Watts returned to direct and screenwrites Chris McKenna and Eric Summers, who came on to rewrite Homecoming, wrote the script for this when the story finds Peter and his friends traveling to Europe for summer vacation where villainous elementals wreak havoc. Jake Gyllenhaal plays the comic book's villain, Mysterio. Although Mysterio is a good guy in this movie, Samuel Jackson and Kobe Smolder also co-star, adding Shield presence to the whole movie itself. Where do you think this one now? This last Spider-Man movie, people said was the best one they've ever seen. Mike, I don't know what you thought about that as well.
but
This latest one, the last one that came out, Spider-Man. What was it called, Mike?
what's that?
The last Spider-Man just came out here.
The last Spider-Man that came
Yeah,
out was Homecoming,
yeah,
and
Homecoming.
then
No, the animated one that came out though.
the
People
animated
really,
one.
yeah, people really
Now,
love that movie.
now, my God, I love that movie.
Yeah,
I
people
did.
were all about that. What do you think?
And
Another Spider-Man movie? Is this just another way for
it's
Marvel to make a quick buck
listen,
here? It's
listen,
you know,
listen. People not listening. If you're not paying attention, you're living under a rock. Marvel was winning. They're winning.
yeah,
That's all. That's all you can say about that. Because if you don't think this Spider-Man is gonna make money, you're crazy.
yeah.
It's
It's
gonna
good.
make. It's just gonna make. It's gonna make just about as much money as the first one made, or not more. Oh, they're back.
They're back. They're
It's the
back.
reunion tour.
Yeah, and the last two movies, Mike, that we'll talk about later in the episode are the
Boo
new
boo de
the,
caca!
God, the New Mutants coming out August 2nd. We'll get to that one later, and the Joker, which I don't even know if that movie's still gonna be going or not.
Yeah,
With Joaquin Phoenix.
yeah.
So
They still working on it.
yeah, we're gonna. So we'll talk
That's,
about those later.
we'll
Um,
get to that next week.
yeah, we'll get to that next week as my daughters invade the room. So, Another good episode, though, Mike. We're in another 90-minute podcast there, so that was good
Hey,
stuff
man,
right there. We got a lot of stuff. We went through a
look,
lot of stuff today.
look, we're doing great.
We,
We're like we said, we're throwing a lot of coal in this steam engine.
right?
So
We're
we're
throwing stuff
picking up
out there and we're
speed.
seeing what sticks, right, Mike? That's
Yeah,
what you got to do, right?
we're picking up speed, and we're gonna we got from cats tearing up your house to
Daughters,
daughters and their
yeah,
friends
singing
singing
Poopa
songs.
Poopa La Caca. I don't
You
even
know,
know what they were saying now.
me me talking on the phone.
Right?
No,
So it makes this stuff good,
not realizing when break was over.
right?
And it's just it's a work in progress. But we
No,
appreciate y'all being here
we do.
to roll with us while
Yep.
we get this up and going. Like we say, episode 25 will be more.
Yeah, well, exactly. So for Mikey, for me, make sure you guys follow our Instagram at Old Man Gaming Podcast, and then follow us at SportsCast Squad on Instagram and on Twitter, and subscribe to the channel. When you guys will have this on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and YouTube up tomorrow. So, all right, Mikey, it's been a good one. We'll talk next week about Anthem game when we get the game downloaded. It'll be fun.
Yes, sir. It's time. It's bedtime. Time to get that tapioca pudding.
We're old men,
Time
like
to
it says. We got to go rub our feet down, get the boils off our feet, get to bed here. So
get that being gay.
we'll see you guys next week.
Hey.